Today I just want to fill you in with what's happening, type of things I'm going to be talking about on the channel, but also I want to ask for your help. Don't worry, I'm not dying or need a major operation or anything like that. What I want from you is ideas on topics, things that you want me to talk about, that I might know something about. If I don't, then I'll just, shut up. But let me know what you want. Just give me comments below, and we'll have a look at those topics. Now, concerning topics on this channel, it's going to be sticking with chaos magic for quite some time, I think. We might veer off here and there just to explore some other avenues. But I came across my old digital library on my old hard drive, very old hard drive, when 1 terabyte was like the new thing and the big thing. I still remember when we used to use cassette tapes in normal tape recorders. That was our hard drive. Anyway, getting off topic. Where was I again? Oh yeah, so I came across my old digital library, and there's a ton of really, really good stuff on there. I saved articles, essays, books, whatever I could find on the internet. And obviously back then the internet wasn't what it is now, and so a lot of the stuff I actually saved offline, so I could actually read it offline, and still got it. One of those things is all of the articles from Phil Hines' old site, A5E, and I've written to him to find out if I can actually publish those articles on my site, because there's some real gems in there, and the site's gone. All of those articles are gone, I can't find them. So let's hope that he finds my email and actually says yes. But barring that, then I can talk about those articles and the topics that are in those articles on this channel. So I'll be going through all of those. There are also some from chaosmagic.com, which is also gone now. All of these sites were brilliant, and they've just disappeared, which is a real shame. So really, I've got a whole load of material that I can actually go through and just pick stuff out and talk about. But as I say, if there's topics that you are particularly interested in and want more information about, then just let me know in the comments, and I'll start adding them to the to-do list. There's also a few other things, like I want to do a video about morning routines, because I think they're very important, especially for chaos magicians. I think some people have the perception that if you're a chaos magician, then you just live within chaos, and everything's disordered. But the whole idea is to actually pull order out of the disorder. So a morning routine, daily routines, throughout your day, even into the evening, and your weekly routines, they actually create order and they create discipline. And discipline's very important, obviously, because if you are not practicing the foundations of magic, then your actual magical practice, your workings, your spell work and things like that are not going to have the same impact as they would if you actually did practice those foundations. And those foundations continue throughout your life, throughout your magical career. If you're not constantly practicing those foundations and developing them further and further and further, then you're going to come to a place where you're a bit stagnant and you kind of stand still. So morning routine is very important, so I want to do a video about that. There's a few other things. Somebody's asked me to speak about the Sator Square. I just need to do some research on that again. It's been a while since I actually worked with magical squares. And anyway, whole load of topics revolving around magic, particularly chaos magic. And then what I'm personally having a look into at the moment, is intermittent fasting. I've started doing that. One, to lose weight, because I need to lose weight, and two, just for more energy, for health benefits and things like that. It's been a topic that I've been incredibly interested in for a long time, especially when you get to autophagy, and the stages where you actually start healing, your body starts healing itself. Very, very interesting topic. So I'll be delving into that a bit more. 3 days into it now. I've got to say it's not that difficult. I'm doing a 14-hour fast at the moment. I'll build onto it. It's not that difficult. I am noticing a lot of detox going on. This morning I actually woke up. I actually had to sleep a bit longer this morning. I normally jump out of bed at 4 o'clock, but just couldn't get out of bed at 4. And if I try to stand up, I've got vertigo today. If I put my head back like this, my head starts spinning. So I don't know if that's part of the intermittent fasting, the detox period, or whatever it may be. But we'll just see how it goes, and I'll just relay my experiences as we go. If anybody else wants to actually look into intermittent fasting, I know at least one person who's subscribed to this channel actually does intermittent fasting. So maybe she will want to actually weigh in and just give me a few words of advice. I've also got an interest back for the Necronomicon, and I love the topic of the Necronomicon for many, many reasons. One, it's one of those things that there's this big debate about whether it was real and whether it's not. It was a fictional book. It came out of the mind of H.P. Lovecraft. But if you think about it, and if you do comparisons, if you actually read the Simon Necronomicon, there's a whole section at the beginning before you actually get to the Necronomicon itself that actually discusses Crowley, Lovecraft, and Sumerian traditions. And there's a huge tie-over between H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon and Sumerian traditions. So it's pulling from older traditions, probably one of the most original religions and traditions that there is. So, I mean, the fact that it actually just came out of his imagination. If you think of other grimoires, where did they come from? Part of it's imagination, part of it's contacting spirits, part of it's actually doing the work and finding out if it works or not. But at some point, it's got to come out of somewhere. So to say that the Necronomicon is pure fiction, yes, it probably is. It could be. But as I say, he was dreaming about all of this, and most of his books were about Cthulhu mythos and things like that. So it had to come from somewhere. So even if he was a prophet, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was channeling the information. I mean, Crowley did it with the Book of Law. So maybe he actually channeled the book, and it was something that was written hundreds of years ago, and he just channeled the information again. I don't know. It's something worth exploring, and it interests the hell out of me. So I'm having a look into that again. I've only looked into it briefly in the past, but it's definitely something I want to explore more. And then my website. So at the moment I've got the live online course. I probably should actually call those workshops for Sigil Magic, and one for Servitor Magic, which you can book for. Those are donation based. There's a suggested donation there if you want to stick to that, but they are donation based. With the Servitor course I've put up this week, you will be getting a free copy of my Elementals and Servitors book, just a digital format. With these live courses, I'm going to be writing a book, and I'm also going to be doing an on-demand video course. Now, with the Servitor course, I'm going to be taking the old book that I wrote, and I'm going to be revising and expanding that. So that one will go out of production, out of print, out of whatever it is, out of sales. and then I'll just use the new book for sales. And my other two books, The Reality of Things and The Black Crow, I am considering taking those and just revamping them. They are old. The information in them is fine. I'm probably not going to change anything there, but things like the introduction spoke about things that I was starting to develop years back that actually didn't come to fruition. So the information in the intro and things like that is a bit outdated. So I'll probably take those and just revamp them and put them back into print form as well. I took them out of print form a while back and just left them as digital. But I kind of like the print form. I like holding a book myself. I like the idea of a huge library. It's just me. Then something else I'm playing around with. If you go back to November on this channel, right at the beginning when I started actually seriously doing this channel, you would have picked up that I was speaking about something I was creating called the Magical Entrepreneur. The Magical Entrepreneur. I can't say that word. Entrepreneur, anyway. That was to be a form of training, a course, possibly a book, I don't know, where you become an entrepreneur, but you use magical workings and learn magic to go hand in hand with being with your business, developing your business, growing your business, things like that, but also developing yourself and looking after yourself so that you could actually do the work that needs to be done. That kind of fell by the wayside. The channel took a bit of a different path, but now I've come back to it, and the term that actually popped into my head, which I quite like, is chaospreneur. So it'll be an entrepreneur who practices chaos magic in order to enhance and develop their business. So I'm playing around with that a bit, and I might actually move forward with that. I just need to get the courses and the books for the Sigil Magic and Servitor creation actually sorted out first, and then I'll maybe go on to that. But if you like the idea, let me know. If it's something you'd be interested in, if you are an entrepreneur or thinking about it, thinking about starting a monetized blog or doing affiliate marketing or any such things, just let me know. If there's an interest for it, then I'll definitely pursue it as sooner than later, and we can have a look at that. And I think that was it. As I say, the main thing is to get ideas about topics from you, what you want me to actually talk about, because I can talk and talk and talk, but it's no good talking about things that you're not interested in. So let me know, and we'll see where it goes from there. And have a brilliant weekend. I'll see you next week. Cheers.